we're introducing a brand new model to the Muddox lineup. From the outside, this looks just like a standard Muddox XL with the exception of our ripsaw tracks installed. However, the differences lie within the body of the machine, and that is on the driveline. If you've watched our Muddox model comparison, you'll note that the XL had a 57 horse Kubota gasoline engine mounted to a hydrostatic pump, and then all the wheels are daisy chained together to get you 8-wheel drive on the ground. You'll definitely notice the Fort Mac in that video. It's got the 85 horsepower Ford engine. It's got the muffler and a radiator mounted to the top of the roll cage, and then a custom aluminum engine cover. And it extrudes a little bit past the body line just to fit all that equipment inside the engine compartment. With this machine, we've taken the best of both worlds. We've got the 57 horsepower Kubota gasoline engine installed, and it still drives the hydrostatic pump on the front directly mounted to the motor. However, there are no chains inside of this machine. This has 4 individual hydraulic wheel motors that are standard on the 85 horsepower Fort Mac. So rather than having all the daisy chains that run the axles, you have to maintain those chains. You need to grease them, adjust the tension on them. You do not have to do that on this machine. Rather, there are 4 individual hydraulic wheel motors, 1 on each side of the front. Then we go towards the back of the machine. You've got 1 on each side of the rear. The Fort Mac is powered by the front and rear wheels. The centers are just idlers, and then use the track to connect all these wheels together, get your pure traction on the ground. This is extremely similar to how a tank operates, with the drive on the outside and not the middle. What was the benefit of installing a 57 horsepower engine in a machine that we already offer with an 85 horse? Well, number one is you gain a lot of room inside the engine compartment. This 57 horsepower fits really nicely in our engine compartment. That 85 horsepower, it just sticks out a little bit further, so you lose some seating and cargo capacity in the back, and you also lose space up on the roll bar because you have the muffler on one side, the radio on the other side, and you cannot have a full canvas cab with an 85 horsepower Fort Mac. So we've done this as a hybrid model because you gain all the luxuries of very little maintenance on the Fort Mac, but you gain all the space and usability inside the compartment area of a 57 horsepower engine. For the most part, this dash is very similar to the standard XL. You still have the Kubota computer right here that displays your temperatures, battery voltage, etc. However, the major difference lies in this switch, the low and the high range. The high range on this model, it's most comparable to our standard Muddox XL. It goes about 20 miles an hour, and it still has great power down low. And then when you click it into low range, you gain just that much more power down low, which comes really handy with the tracks, especially if you're in some pretty nasty terrain. Of course, the only downside of purchasing the 57 horsepower Fort Mac over the 85 is that you're not going to have as much power as the 85 horsepower engine. It's just the nature of the beast. However, we're going to take this out for a drive and show you that the 57 horsepower actually holds up extremely well. We really recommend this machine if you want the ergonomics of an XL, but the lack of maintenance that the Fort Mac provides.